We'll have a press conference on Monday at 2 to preview our next game. So questions for Coach?
Illinois shot 55% in the second half. What made it so difficult to defend?
Well, they made some threes, and we turned them over a few times. We thought that would be good, but I thought they moved the ball. They shared it, so they got good shots.
What wasn't working offensively? When you're forcing those turnovers and you just couldn't convert at the other end. What weren't you able to do? I guess.
I thought we quick shot it a few times. We maybe should have moved it a little better.
You've gone to that press repeatedly against Illinois, but from a lot of
teams, yeah.
And it seemed to be effective. Did Bear kind of get gassed at the end?
He was tired at that one stretch, and I actually had somebody at the table for him, and he went a little farther, and then we got him out. Then we got him back in. We need him on the floor late in those kinds of games, but he was done. We talked about that before. He goes till exhaustion. You try to get him out before he is completely shot, best you can. Sometimes you can't always get it right.
But Cook was a safety valve for most of the game, and then when he went out with that fourth foul, you lost that. How important was that, losing him to that fourth foul?
Well, he was really in a rhythm offensively. I think that's where we got hurt the most.
Fran, there was a lot of emotion in this game. Do you think they pressed a little bit, or is that an excuse?
I don't know. I thought we did make some uncharacteristic mistakes at times, yet we made some really good plays at times. I don't know.
Were you happy with the looks you were getting down the stretch? It looked like Brady and Nicholas both had chances.
Nicholas had a great look at it. Brady had a great look at it. Jordan went to the hole the one time, got a block, but I thought that was the right play. That's what you're looking for in that situation. Can you execute? Can you come down and get a shot that's good by a good shooter, relatively quickly? Because you're trying to lengthen the game when you're down 4 or 3 or whatever it was.
How hard is it to take a loss like this when you look at the rebounding was even? You forced them a lot of turnovers. So I guess how hard is it to deal with
I
that?
don't think I think what you do is you look at it as intelligently as possible. Okay, those things you just mentioned were good things. Okay, what were bad things? Well, 55% in the second half. And there were some other mistakes that we made, and there's some mistakes that individuals made that we want to try to make sure they don't make again, that they learn from it. And it's the same thing if we had won the game. You go back and you say, hey, we did these things really well, but those things we didn't do well, we got to improve in those areas if we're going to continue to win. So nothing changes really whether you win or lose there.
About the crowd tonight in the whiteout for Kenny.
That was great. We really appreciate that. The players appreciate it. I looked up and I saw so many people in Kenny Arnold shirts. It means so much to that team and to Kenny. He's very well aware of what this day was for him. So we're really proud of him. We're proud of those guys. And the fact that they've stayed connected to our program, and we want them to stay connected. And the fans, how they supported everything that was going on. We really, really appreciate that.
How hard is it? I mean, I know that these guys have played a lot of basketball in their lives, but it is, for some of them, their first go-around, and you're 27 games in, and it's a long season. How hard is this time of year on them and the coach?
Well, you're right. It's hard in a lot of ways. It's physically exhausting. It's mentally exhausting. It highlights, though, the things that are critical in a game like this. It usually comes down to a mistake or two. Who makes a mistake? Who overcomes a mistake? Like I said, we did so many good things, and we did some things that obviously weren't so good, and they capitalized on those, and you have to give them credit for that. So you're right. Sometimes you got to go through it and experience it, the good, the bad. If you're out of the game, what did your teammates do right? What did they do wrong? Because remember, they were there all week, and they went through the scouting report. So they know if somebody in particular made a mistake that really cost our team. And, could somebody have communicated something to them? Could somebody have recovered and covered up for that mistake? And that's, that's the journey, and that's, where you have to get to when you're a young team.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Yep, thank you.